First of all, this is a very remarkable and consequential state visit. It's the first in the last 24 years, I suppose, and we have been treated to a warm and colorful reception by the French President Emmanuel Macron and his dear wife. And beyond the reception, the engagement we've had has also been quite fruitful, and indeed it demonstrates the strong bilateral relationship between France and Nigeria. And state visits like this only kind of help to further strengthen and also build on such relationship. And beyond the both countries, it is also an opportunity for subnationals like us to explore trade opportunities and indeed also investment opportunities. And that's what we have done in this trip.
Okay, so personally for Enugu, what are you taking home?
Oh, we're taking home quite a lot. We do have the presence of the French DFI already in Enugu. The AFD, as you may already know, has is injected some money to help us expand our network in our urban water scheme. And so we're working with them also to look at other areas that they can intervene. And so this is also beyond an exploratory visit. It's also an opportunity for us to consolidate on some of those deals. Thank you.
The benefits are massive. We have a major global player in France, a major economy, dealing with another major economy in Africa, which is Nigeria. A state visit like no other. President coming in from the last state visit since 2000. So its opportunities are great, they're open, and it's a great opportunity for Nigeria to jump on it, to support our reforms and to ensure that Nigeria is on the right track with global ambition. And France also gets this unique inroad into Nigeria, growing its economy. France being one of the largest investors in Nigeria compared to other European powers. It's a great win-win for both countries, and it can only get better. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me just press.
I'm glad you also pointed out that it's the first by any Nigerian president in over 2 decades now, over 24 years. It's a very unique one. Mr. President came at the invitation of his friend President Macron, and you saw the military, the presidential guard that received the president with full honors. That shows the high esteem in which President Macron holds President Tinubu. The visit for me has been very successful, and the gains are already becoming manifest in the sense that yesterday, when they had a bilateral discussion, both leaders agreed, to particularly President Macron agreed to give to provide further investment in the area of social security, in the areas of infrastructure development, oil and gas, and other critical aspects. And you also saw yesterday that just as the Zenith Bank was opening major operations here, the UBA was also signing an agreement on how to begin full operations in France. I think that's a very positive development for Nigerian banks. And our minister, the Minister of Finance, and the coordinating Minister of the Economy, and his counterpart in France also signed 2 agreements in which they agreed to further investment in critical sectors of the economy. So I think it's been very, very, very successful.
Thank you. I think it's okay, or you want us to profile?
Any other thing that you want to say?
Okay, so what do you expect of Nigeria so that we don't just get a one-sided partnership?
You see, I even wanted to say earlier that what you have seen demonstrated here is the power of friendship. President Macron and President Tinubu are known to be very good friends. And I think President Tinubu has leverage on this friendship for national development, for the development of the country, in the sense that Macron himself had lived in Nigeria before. He was an intern at the French embassy in Nigeria, during which time he internalized a lot of our cultures. You know, he talked about the art and culture. He talked about musical icons, including Fela, the late Fela Nicolas Kuti, and his son, Femi Kuti. So, to the extent that he understood Africa and understood Nigeria very well, you can expect that some of these things that they have espoused today, you know, I think it will come to fruition in terms of investment. Essentially, what we need in Nigeria, we have vast resources. President Tinubu has promised an enabling environment. So we need the resources to be able to do, and partnership to be able to, you know, take development to the level in which Mr. President wants to take it to.
Very successful. We're coming from the G20 in Brazil, in Rio. On the margins of the G20, there was an investment agreement that was concluded with the Batista brothers for $2.5 billion in agriculture. We've come here. There have been a number of MOUs that have been signed to do with culture, to do with finance, agriculture. On the agricultural front, Mr. President has emphasized the importance of it to his administration, the fact that food security is paramount, and President Macron has responded. There are discussions that are going on how Nigeria and France are going to collaborate. But importantly, it was a revelation to France after the Minister for Solid Minerals spoke in the bilateral and explained the number of critical minerals that we have in abundance in Nigeria, particularly lithium, and what comes along with the lithium, like nickel, if I remember correctly, and several others. And President Macron was exceedingly excited about that. So immediately he pushed for another MOU to be drafted, which will be passed to the Ministry of Justice. So there's going to be collaboration, not just on agriculture, but on these critical minerals. There's also the discussion around collaboration to do with infrastructure. There was a business council. The leading captains of industry on the French side, along with the leading captains of industry on the Nigerian side, also met with the two presidents. So all in all, you know, if you look at all the different sectors, I haven't even spoken about health. I haven't spoken about education. I've touched just only slightly on culture, on defense, cooperation and support, and the fact that the French have acknowledged that in terms of security, mistakes were made in the past, that they need Nigeria to be part of any initiative, any help they want to render to the security of West Africa, the fight against terrorism. So it has been a resounding success.